So we haven't posted here to site 2 for a while, so kind of give you an update on the garden. So the peppers, they're just now starting to flower. That's what all these are down here. Something got a hold of that one, killed it. But you can see we're starting to actually get some peppers. This is our cushaw. And I'm a big dude, I got great big hands. Keep in mind, that's how big it is. And guys, this is only about, not even half growed. These things get huge. And these are what the Native Americans used. And whenever you hear about pumpkins, like in back in the Pilgrims' day, this is what they're talking about. They're not talking about the orange pumpkins that we talk about today. They're actually talking about cushaw. This is what the Native Americans had, and it has about every nutrient. You could about solely live off these. They got so many nutrients. We got a few volunteer tomatoes come up from last year. And of course our tomatoes here, which I went through the other day in a clip, that's what all these are. But they're loading pretty good on the tomatoes. That plant there is kind of a late start. I don't know what the deal of it is, but it's starting to come into it now. You can see we got plenty of tomatoes coming on. Got some more peppers here. There's many right there barking. And I want to show you guys this too. So here in the Midwest, you don't want to plant corn until May or June if you want the corn to get real tall and everything like that. So I planted this early April, okay? But as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 5 or 6 just on this one. 5 or 6 ears growing on this. Now granted, they may not get to be quite as big, but again, here's my hand. And it's still growing. So it's gonna be pretty close to what the normal size is. Now, I know everybody says, well, you can't eat the leaves, so clip the leaves on the tomatoes, right? Well, if you guys want to get a second crop in, you guys can plant corn early. Now, granted, if you plant it early, it's going to stunt the growth. It's going to tassel way early. I mean, this is about up to the middle of my stomach. I'm 6'3" though. There's a few of them that are a little taller than that, the tassels. But ultimately, people want to get great big. But like I said, you can't eat the stalk. All you can eat is the corn. And if we can get some corn, we can bag it, freeze it, whatever. And then maybe later come in here, put some potatoes, and then hopefully harvest them early winter. So instead of 1 crop, 2 crops. So some of this corn was planted later because if you guys seen that one video where the police came and drove through all this corn whenever it was just starting to pop up, we had to go back and replant some. So give you an example, like this, from like here to here, this is all new, okay? And it's catching up. So this stuff here will probably actually get up to full height. It'll probably get way up here or higher. So, and it's kind of scattered throughout this whole thing. So we may actually have to rip some of it up if we do plant a bunch of tomatoes. If we actually do plant some potatoes through here, so, which I don't think we'll plant the whole entire thing. We may just do 2-3 rows, but still, it's a second crop. And then here on this end, we got sunflowers growing, of course. The watermelon, they're just now starting to come up. Now down there at Mom, she planted them way earlier. They're doing tremendous. They're vining out good and everything. I think this is the only hill where there ain't a watermelon. So hopefully we get some. And these are a couple of peach trees that I got from seed. and put them in the fridge and grew them out and everything that I got from the grocery store. There's another there. So here's some of our chickens. And yeah, the backs of them, you can see they've been, those hens have been bred awful. As you can see, those hens, they have been a little overbred. We got still a few too many roosters, which we'll be butchering some soon. All right, so this is our house scraps. So this is what I usually do. I come out here and I'll dump the whole thing on here. Most of that's coffee grounds. We'll take this, we'll set this aside. And yeah, I know people's like, ooh, gross, but there's a lot of nutrients in this stuff, guys. Give to your chickens instead of just throwing it in the trash. And even if you don't have chickens, I don't care if you're in the city or not, you guys can be composting some of this stuff for your garden. And it don't matter, like I said, if you're in the city or in the country or even an apartment. People, I've seen where people's been using a Rubbermaid Tupperware or whatever and composting it and having like little windowsill. This is our compost here on site too. The dead animals go in here, or the parts or whatever, wings, feathers, skinned, whatever. Some food, coffee grounds. Of course, chicken bedding, used chicken bedding. Pretty much anything organic goes in there. It'll break down over time. And then whenever we do pick all this up, this here should be pretty much neutral and turning in. So a lot of this will actually be able to go in the garden whenever we till it up again. And then the sticks and stuff that haven't turned yet, we'll go ahead and put it back in the compost and let it continue to break down. All right, so the cucumbers are coming in pretty good. There's a little one there on this one. Then we got some decent sized ones here. So hopefully Jen can start doing some pickling here soon. Now you guys can't eat these, just cut them up, put them in your salads, of course, but I think most of these are gonna be pickles. So this squash here, it's ready to be picked. As you can see, it's pretty good size. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut that off. All right. So yeah, it's pretty good size. Looks like you got a couple here about ready. Which I'll probably actually pick him now. The flower's done, dried, dying on them.
Well, we discovered June bugs on the okra this morning. This is one of the few plants that I didn't put my special all-natural mixture on to keep bugs off. And wouldn't you know it, something gets on it. So we're putting the concoction on there that I'll tell about it another day, and we're gonna see if that kind of gets those June bugs away. So this year's a testing year for that concoction, and we're hoping that it works well, and then we can share it with everybody. Fill her up again, son.
Hi, I'm Phil with Chamberlain Family Farms, and we have electric out here in the barn now. They finally hooked it up, and I'm so excited. I can keep my boys busy.
Well, why is it a big deal? I mean,
Well, we got a lot of little projects we need to do around here, a lot of woodworking, and got my welder out here. If I need to weld, I can, which I'm working on something now. It's a little trailer for my wife. She wanted a trailer fixed.
thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and that beats running an extension cord from a long distance, doesn't it?
Yeah, now I can roll up all these extension cords and start cleaning this up a little bit, and we'll be ready to go.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
How about you, Brent?
Looks good.
Dang it! Dang it, dang it, dang it. What all's it messed up?
Messed up our gate and part of the fencing.
Yeah, well, we had a storm go through today and had some real high winds. So it's basically took the top out of a tree. Big one. Well, son of a gun.
Looks like we're gonna have more fall up there, it looks like.
Well, I know what we'll be doing the next few days.
We hope you enjoyed watching Chamberlain Family Farms. You can contact us at chamberlainff@gmail.com. You can also check us out on Facebook, Chamberlain Family Farms. We hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe.